Hi guys, welcome back to another review video. So today I'll be doing a review on my STIHL km94rc, which is a Kombi engine. So it splits apart here, and at the moment I've got it on the what was it, FSKM I think? Yeah, STIHL FSKM trimmer, straight shaft trimmer, and that's what I mainly use it on, because the balance on this with the trimmer is amazing. It's ridiculously good. By far the best, most well balanced trimmer I think I've ever used in my life. But also the power that it's got as well. I believe it's 1.2 horsepower. I'll just have a look. No, actually it's not. It's bigger than I thought actually. 24.1 cc. So it's actually got quite a bit more grunt than I thought it had. But yeah, so power wise it's got a lot of power for such a small engine. In fact, when I use it on thick grass, I'm surprised by how much power it actually has. It really can cut some really thick stuff. So power wise, for weekly, bi-weekly and probably monthly grass cuts, you're not going to have an issue at all. Anything that hasn't been cut for more than a month, especially if it's quite thick grass, it might struggle a little bit, but it will do it easily. So power wise it's not a problem with that at all. If you're looking for, if you're doing like really thick overgrown grass or commercial, you're probably going to want something more like a 410, FS 410. But for garden maintenance, this is definitely a must have. This is one of the best trimmers out there you can get. So I'll run you through some of the features. So it's got egg row start, so it's super easy to start, like ridiculously easy. Same with the BG86, they're so easy to start. Again, it's got a automatic choke, so you just put it on choke, prime it, and then flick the throttle and it will automatically go to run, so that makes starting it super quick. It's also got this dial here, which is the egg row start, not egg row start, sorry, eco speed. So you can sort of dial in how much power you need. So that's full throttle, and you can dial it back, sort of limit. So let me show you, limit how far the trigger goes. So I'll show you that later on in another video, how that works. But basically that limits the revs. So if you're doing what I do, which is edging flower beds, for example, edging flower beds like that, the eco speed helps the head go around at the set speed you want, so you can achieve much better quality of cut. And if you're working near windows and stuff, you can drop the speed down a bit, so you haven't got to feather the throttle like I used to have to feather the throttle when I used to do the edging with my old trimmer. With this, you just set the revs at whatever you want and you just go. It's so quick and easy, and if you need to adjust it, it's super quick and easy as well. So stop switch, auto return. I think pretty much all the new STIHL gear has an auto return stop switch, so super easy. You won't ever have any problems of it not starting and then realising you've left it on switched off, because it's always on. So that's, or if you do accidentally turn it off, you just pull it and go. Harness, on bigger properties I do tend to use the harness, it works fine. These black handles that they've got here, grip things, they're a bit useless because they do slide around, but it's not bad actually, it's pretty good. D-handle, just made out of plastic, no rubber, nothing fancy, but still comfortable to use. Fuel tank, it's got quite a big fuel tank actually, so decent sized fuel tank, and a nice big opening as well. Nice big opening, easy to get to. Servicing, super easy, you just take one screw off there, and then you can get the spark plug. Two for the air filter, and then you can get to the air filter and the fuel filters in there, so super easy to start. Another 5-minute job service. Yeah, it's a good looking unit as well. All the STIHL gear, it looks professional. You know, when you're out in the field, it is a good looking unit. It doesn't look cheap or tacky, because they're not. They're expensive. This one, Kombi system, so this is without the strimmer, so if you wanted the strimmer you'd have to buy that separately. On FY Jones & Son, this engine is £285, so that's just for the engine alone. And then if you're wanting the strimmer as well, let me just quickly find the price. So for the strimmer attachment, which I'll talk about now, that is also quite expensive, but it's decent gear, you know. That's £135 for that. So in total, if you were going to buy this for your trimming jobs, it'd be £420 for that on FI Jones & Son. In a STIHL dealer, you're probably looking more at around £500, £600 ish. So it's definitely not cheap. You can get cheaper strimmers, but for the price, I'd say just go and buy it. It's amazing. Honestly, this is another piece of machinery that's never ever let me down. It's never gone into a dealer, never had any parts fitted, apart from service parts. And I've had it, I think, 2 years now, and it's never missed a beat. It's amazing how reliable these machines are. They are, you know, when you need them, they are there, and they will never let you down. They're worth every penny. So, moving on to the strimmer. So, I've got, I think it's 2.4mm round quiet line. So it's designed for battery strimmers and the electric strimmers, but it works perfectly fine on the petrol ones. The brilliant thing I love about this string is how quiet it is, because you get some normal string and it's like whirling away and it's so noisy, but this is so much quieter, which means you can focus a lot more on the engine revs. You can just hear how the engine's running, so you can spot any issues, which there never is, but also it's a little bit more relaxing to use because it's not quite as loud, and it's better for people around you as well, so it's not quite as loud. So that's good. The guard on this is really nice design. So it really does. This grass doesn't really build up in there that much, especially if you keep it clean. There's a lot of room here, so it chucks it quite nicely outside. The blade works fine. Now the brilliant thing about this head is it's a speed feed head. So when you need more line, all you do is just tap it on the ground whilst giving it some revs, and it will automatically release some more line, and then that gets cut by the guard. So you haven't got to stop and then mess around with trying to get the string out and kind of get to the right size. It's just so quick and easy. But what makes this particular strimmer head, which I think this is the C26C, I think, head on the end here, is how quick and easy it is to refill. It's ridiculously quick and easy. So all you do to refill it is you line these arrows here, one either side in line with the outlet for the string, with the arrows under here, which are here, which are quite worn away, so you can't really see it that well, but you line it up like that. Not sure if you can see that. There is an arrow there, a little line there, and you line it up, and then all you do is you get the string and you feed it through all the way, pull it tight so then both ends are even, and then all you do is you just push and twist. So you push the black piece in and twist it, and it automatically wraps it up. So you can refill this head in about 30 seconds, I think. So from being completely empty to having full head of line, which does last quite a while, in about 30 seconds. So it is an incredibly quick, time-saving head, that is. It's brilliant. Again, never had any problems with it whatsoever, at all. It's, from what I've used Echo and Husqvarna before, and STIHL is by far the most reliable bit of kit I've ever used in my life. It's just brilliant. So that's the km94rc engine with the FSKM trimmer head. So if you're thinking about getting a trimmer, I highly recommend this. It's definitely worth the money. It's the cheapest bit of kit out there, but even if you're a homeowner, you know, this will pay for itself probably within the first year, because it'll just be whenever you need it, it'll just be there, and it'll just go. It's just so brilliant. So yeah, thanks for watching. There'll be some more review videos out on my channel as well, so go check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.